Hey guys, welcome to the Model Citizen Podcast. We're your hosts, Hunter and Michaela. We are so excited to have you here. All right, let's dive in.
Let's just continue.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to the podcast. So you had Mexican food last night too?
Yes, I did.
Because me too,
I
Michaela.
mean, do you call it Mexican food? Is Chipotle Mexican food? Do we call it that?
You know, that's a good question. What is it like? Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
remember when Chipotle first came out and it was like revolutionary? We were like, oh my God, no, you can literally just go and make like your own bowl.
Mhm.
Like that was crazy. Now I feel
Right.
like
It
every
was
Chipotle
like-
I go into, there's like, it's so not well kept.
Yeah. God, it used to be though. Remember?
It
was
used to
like
be
so
good, and
top
it could
notch.
still be so good.
Same with Subways though. Remember when Subway was like so clean, so like
Yeah.
good? Now you go in
I
there
don't
and
even
it's like
trust
some
it.
kid is like smoking a cigarette behind the thing and like it's lettuce from 3 days ago and like
Totally. They're like, this is discount. This is discount day because the lettuce was here from 2 days ago. And you're like, great.
they're like, we know it has salmonella on it. It's not a question of if, it's just we know it has it
Yeah,
on there.
but at least it's discounted. And honestly, with this economy, you're kind of like, okay.
I'll honestly take it.
No, like you're
At this
literally like, I'll take
point,
the gamble.
dude, any little thing, like I'll return something that's $5 in this
Bro,
day and
you
age.
know, I'm literally
No,
same.
we're aligned.
I am
We're not doing it in this economy, all right? We're not letting things pile up.
Nope. The other day, I literally returned like an $8 tank top. I was like, sorry, but I'm
Absolutely.
just not. But it's funny that you mentioned how you woke up and you were just like, the thing about Mexican food is this. I could have a gallon of salt and like, yeah, I wake up and I feel puffy, but for some reason when I have Mexican food, it's like a different type. Now, it's my favorite kind of food in the entire world.
It's
And I
the
woke up
best.
this morning after having tres enchiladas last night, con rice and beans,
Con arroz.
arroz y
Pinto?
not rojos. Wow.
Is it?
Took 3.5 years of Spanish. You wouldn't know it.
Wait, can we just talk about something real quick? Rice and beans in Spanish. I'm
Arroz.
actually taking rice and beans, arroz y frijoles. How did we not
Dude,
know frijoles?
how did we
It was
not
too
know?
easy. It was too
Tres
easy. It was like,
enchiladas con arroz y frijoles.
yeah,
Hopefully
y
that's right.
frijoles.
Someone please correct me.
Remember
Are you
holy
taking Spanish?
frijoles? So I do Duolingo. I'm at 120. I'm on a 122-day streak right now. So I've been doing Duolingo every day for 122 or 23 days. And I just switched it to Spanish because
What were you on?
French.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to use it.
Well, exactly. And I'm just like, I spend so much time learning French. And I'm like, listen, at this point, I can read it. I can speak it relatively well. Like, I always understand what someone is saying. I watch shows in French. I watch movies in French. Like, I have probably the same amount as like a 5-year-old has as far as like an understanding. Now I need to learn Spanish so it can actually be useful. I need to have another language. Like, to me, French is like a vanity language to know. It's like
to me, it's like, oh my God, she has like an original Chanel. It's like, she knows French.
Literally. That's what I'm saying. It's like vanity language. It's like, what do you need it for? It's not the national language outside of France and like parts of Canada. And there's other like parts, I guess, that from like French colonization, but it's not like it's like a language of business. It's, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
I live in Southern California. Why don't I speak perfect Spanish?
Yeah, it's crazy. The thing is that like, that was a
Crazy.
brilliant choice. I should honestly do Duolingo as well. I can understand it better than I can speak it. Like I can understand what someone is saying and have that conversation better than I can say what I'm thinking back. If that makes sense.
Well, I think also it's like when you've lived here in SoCal, you just get like a passing understanding of it in a way because we're around so many Hispanic people out here and so many
Now,
Mexican
did we know
people.
frijoles in that moment? No. So
no, ma'am.
But I woke up this morning after
which
having
is probably the easiest word to
one.
remember.
I think that's literally like day one in Mrs. Rollins' class.
This reminds me of that comment or that review that one girl was like, Michaela kept saying entomology, which is the study of bugs. and she meant etymology,
Dude,
which is the study of words. And I was
that
like, bro,
and
don't act like I'm not a big fan of bugs.
dude, the thing is like ever since that review and that made us giggle, so shout out to you
It
because
did.
she
It
knew it
did.
was gonna make us giggle. Um, Ever since then, I'm just like, dude, you're literally a bug lover. Like, don't like
That
etymology
sounds like honestly like an insult. Okay, you bug lover.
okay, you little bug
You
lugger.
little bug. Oh, you love
Lover, you
bugs.
butt licker.
You bootlicker.
You boot
Dude,
licker.
ask me if it's 10 a.m. and I already commented somebody calling them a bootlicker today. Ask me.
Dude, I love bootlicker. Remember when Orbit did those commercials where they were like, what the French toast?
Yeah, what the French
Brian
toast? Those
had
were
never
great.
seen that. So like he didn't understand. No, so one time, what was the one
What?
it was like something bulldog or
Yeah, they say like you lint liquor, like stuff like
yeah, something
that.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And I had said that one time and he started cracking up and I was like, "You didn't like that's from the Orbit commercials." And he was like, "What?" I was
I
like, "What do
am
you mean?"
I'm forever fascinated by just Brian isn't like 40 years older than us, but he's just older than us enough to have like missed some of the
Yeah, like he
cutoffs
was
of
like I
certain
was in
things.
college. Like I don't like I wasn't
Yeah.
watching TV, I was studying.
Right. So then it's you, me, and Martin like this talking
Yeah.
about our pop culture growing up.
Yeah. And
And
it's Dad
Brian's
and
just
Brian
like,
like this.
"Arr." Yeah,
Yeah,
Dan and Brian like this, talking about
totally.
MASH and shit. And we're just like,
Yeah, being
what?
like Jimmy Page is the best guitarist of all time. We're just like,
We're just like,
yeah.
mm.
Um,
We're like, have you ever heard Justin Bieber play guitar?
what are your thoughts on his new album?
We're going to get to that. Okay.
Okay.
So you had
I had
arroz
Mexican food.
and
And now here's the
frijoles.
thing. I woke up, and when I say
Mhm.
this, I'm not exaggerating and I'm absolutely not joking. My eyes were nearly swollen shut.
Shut.
And
Yeah.
my like it is insane. Like my eyes were like literally like at half mass until like a
Right.
half an hour ago because I had to massage them out. You know, when you're so like puffy from salt that you can like physically
You
see
can feel
you
like the
moving it out, like you can like rub it out and like you like
yeah.
see it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, wow, is it gelatin in there? What is that?
Mhm.
That's how it was until about a half hour ago.
I also feel like you're the type where like your lips will swell up, and that's when we ask like, "Hey, did you get your lips done?" Like you'll send mom and I a photo of you, and you'll just have like these like your lips are like this, and we're like, "Did you
Yeah.
get your lips done?" And you're like, "No, I just ate a taco."
No, literally. Here's the thing
So
about me
funny.
also. My son
God
is
damn it,
literally,
dude.
guys, welcome to motherhood. My son
First
is
of all,
right outside my
it's
door. Here's the thing about
past
my
his
office.
nap time.
Yeah, I know. The
Kidding
thing
me.
about my office is that it's right by the stairs. Okay. The thing with my lips too, Michaela, and mom asks me like at least once a week. And she also asked me the other day, I sent her a picture of me in a swimsuit and she was like, "Did you get lipo?" And I was like, "You think I have time? You think I have time, the downtime to get
Yeah,
lipo?
right.
Bro, I barely have time to take a shower."
Right, but
First
also,
of all,
like, you would just get that behind her back and not
right.
be like,
Or I
"Hey,
would
just
just
FYI, I'm
tell
going
her.
under."
Right, exactly. It's like I would be
Like,
like, "Hey, mom, that's kind of a big decision."
it's because
First of
she's a
all,
little squirrely and she does things secret, so she thinks we do see things secret, and we're
totally.
not. We put it all out there.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other day I sent that picture and she was like, "Did you get your lips done?" I'm like, "Yeah, mom, I got my lips done."
Yeah.
I have one, bite of turmeric and my lips puff. Like I've always been like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I could barely see out of my eyes this
Okay.
morning because I had some enchiladas and frijoles last night.
Mhm. Mhm, mhm.
All that to say, it
Yep.
was delicious and worth every
Oh,
moment.
it's never not worth it. It's never
A
not
moment on the
worth
lips, forever on the hips. God bless, dude.
God
Thank you.
bless, dude. I will take any moment on the lips. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'll take that. Honestly, yeah, lots does taste like
Oh,
better
I'm sorry.
than
My lips just swelled up to twice their size. Okay, so I have huge eyes and big lips now.
and a big ass.
Wow. And a well,
Well,
don't have it. Dude, last night though, let me tell you, guys, I'm sorry. I had the most painful like gas bubbles in my stomach. You know when you're like laying down and you just feel like you look and your stomach is like out to here because you're just full of gas bubbles.
dude, yeah, but you don't take Gas X?
I sure did.
You take 2 of that and you're good.
I was good an hour and a half later, but that does not mean that I wasn't going through like an hour of pain.
Yeah, no, gas bubble
Because also
pain
you
to
kind of
me is
have
like
to
the
like
worst.
figure out, you're like, is this a gas bubble Or like, is this going to pass like in 5 minutes? Maybe it'll
Right.
pass in like 5 or 10 and I don't really need to take anything. But then once it gets to like that half hour mark, then you're like, okay, I need
Right.
to take something. Then it takes an hour to work.
Do you ever have like, this is so not what we're talking about, but kind of what we're talking about. Do you ever have like
Mhm.
phantom movement in your stomach and you're like, do I have like an 8-month-old baby in there? Like, am
Uh,
I 8 months pregnant?
sure don't. I
No?
sure don't have
I
phantom
wonder
moments.
if that's the
I've never
only.
had a baby in me though. So like how
I
would
know, but
I
that's what I'm wondering if it's like a thing that only like people who have been pregnant get, or if it's something that is like universal. Because sometimes I will feel my stomach like moving in a way that feels like I'm 8 months pregnant. And I'm like, am I
interesting.
secretly 8 months pregnant?
I can only hope and wish, but I feel like guys, if you're listening, go on our pages and let us know if you are someone who has been pregnant. Do you get these? Because that's actually really interesting. Because it's kind of like when people get like like amputees, they have phantom arm and limb movements where they feel like they have their like arm back
Yeah.
and stuff. So I don't know. That's very
I get it all the
interesting.
time. It's very weird. And I'll literally be like, what's going on? You know,
You're
those
like,
like, I didn't know
I'm
I
with
was pregnant
child.
vibes.
You're like, I fell pregnant. The
I
Brits say
fell.
I've fallen pregnant, which is so funny. It's like I fell ill.
That's literally so funny.
Instead of like I'm pregnant, they say I fell pregnant.
Dude, you just fell in, huh,
Just
with
fell
child.
into being with
So,
child.
how are you? I just got back from Legoland.
Dude, you just got probably and we're gonna talk about that. I wanted to do our ins and outs first,
Oh,
if
yeah,
that's
yeah. Let's
okay
start
with
ins and
you.
outs.
Does anyone mind? Do you guys care? Does anybody
You
care?
start. Does anyone care?
Okay. No one care at all. Okay, so my in is Justin Bieber's new album.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Can I be honest with you? I have not listened to a
No, I want you
single
to lie to my
song.
face. I want you to lie to my face.
Lies. I haven't listened to a single song yet.
hmm Okay, that's okay.
I didn't like the album.
It's a good thing we don't have like a pop culture centric podcast.
I know I'd be the worst with that. I didn't like the album Images though. It kind of gave me
Mm,
the ick a little bit. But
okay.
I also just
You
don't
mean
know.
like what do you mean the images like the artwork?
Yeah, it was just like him with his hair, like his pants half pulled down. He's like,
Oh yeah,
you know. I'm also just
right.
a little bit like, is someone gonna check on him? That's
Right,
the
right,
vibes.
right, right. We need someone to check on him. But what I will say is it's a very good album. It's really
Okay.
good. It's like
We haven't had a
good.
Bieber album in a second.
I know. And like I think that it is so up your alley and like so up my alley. And if you've ever been a
Really?
fan of Justin Bieber, you're gonna love this album too. And I
Okay.
don't work for okay. I
Wow.
don't
Did
work
you
for the
work
record
for Justin
company.
Bieber? You work
Dude, I'm
for
just
Rock
like
Nation or whatever he's with?
no, because we've always been Bieber. We've always been
Yeah.
believers, dude.
We've always been believers. And the thing is I love when I say Justice Beaver.
You
Instead of
love Justice
Justin Bieber, I love
Beaver.
Justice
Yeah.
Beaver.
It's one of your
That's so our
favorite.
mom coded.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's
a
one of
good
your
in.
favorite bits. So that's my good
Um,
in. What you're in.
Ironically enough, my in is theme parks.
Okay. I definitely did not expect that from you.
Yeah, yeah, my
I thought
in
you were
is
going to
theme
maybe
park.
never want to go to a theme park again.
Dude, I thought so as well. I thought so as well. And we'll get
Yeah.
into that.
Right.
But I think a theme park is fun, especially when you have kids and you're really
Yes.
into the theme.
Right. Yes. And
What
your
is your
kids are very
out?
into that thing. So my out is PCOS recipes, like
Mm,
recipe food for if you struggle with PCOS. They're pissing me off at this point. I'm
okay.
starting to get pissed because every time I look for recipes, it's like, have a tomato slice and you can just like dip it in Greek goddess
Yeah.
dressing.
And
Like
you'll never
have a
see
slice
PCOS.
of
Yeah.
red pepper.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
That's
I
so unlike you to
need
go like
to
finding a like
eat.
rant like a specific
Well,
recipe.
because when you have PCOS and you're trying to manage it, food is like a huge it's a huge aspect of it
Oh,
because
really? Okay.
absolutely. And that's why I was telling you that I've cut sugar because sugar increases your blood sugar levels, which uh, hurts your insulin levels and increases those. And then that's when things start to really impact PCOS. It's a huge factor. Like it's a big factor in it.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's why it's like what you eat is a huge part of the whole experience. And so I've been trying to do everything I can in my power to mitigate all of my side effects. And I feel like I'm doing a good job because I feel like a lot of my side effects have started to slightly wean.
What are the side
Um,
effects?
so the side effects are I bleed a lot in between my period dates.
Oh, that's
I'll
right. Okay,
have
yes.
there's that super painful periods. The fatigue is a huge aspect of it too.
Mhm.
Um, there's like the hair on the face. There's acne, like adult acne.
I gotta look into
Just like
myself getting checked out for PCOS.
yeah, I mean, it's like, listen, it's, I feel like it's more common because people are starting to understand what it is. People are coming forward with their symptoms. People are able to kind of like do the tests that need to be done. Like I had an ultrasound that found I had these cysts all around my ovaries. A lot of
Got
people
it.
have cysts on their ovaries and that's normal, but to have them like literally like cylindrically around your
Is that
ovaries,
the typical
that's the
for
defining factor in a lot of ways
okay. So
for
then I wouldn't
PCOS.
have that because I just had an ultrasound
If you had an ultrasound and
for
everything was
my
good, yeah. I mean, it depends. Guys, like I'm not a doctor, obviously. I mean, this is a medical podcast, but I'm not a
yeah.
doctor. Definitely get it all checked out, but that's been my experience.
Got it.
Those are my
Okay.
signs that pointed to me having it. But like the thing is that the recipes, you want to find a recipe that's like, okay, this, because sometimes you'll be like, oh, what's a no sugar recipe? And then it's like, okay, yeah, but then it has all of this other stuff that's gonna like fuck with it. So you have to be like specific about PCOS.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why
I
I've
feel
been
like
looking for like
chat would
PCOS.
probably help with that.
Chat's been great. I
Yeah.
just try not to use chat unless I like really need to because it does have such a huge environmental impact. And I'm like, okay,
And
I
you
can
are
go
an
on Pinterest.
environmentalist. Yeah.
I am an environmentalist. I'm not an environmentalist, but I also know that our boomer ass parents are using chat 24/7 like it's literally Google, like it's a friend
Dude, I
sitting next to them.
literally
And I
use
have to
it.
like offset.
I use
Great.
it
Well, now you are using other.
instead
I
of
have to
Google.
offset it
I
in my
know it's
family.
terrible. I don't even use Google anymore.
Listen, I feel like if you're using, listen, here's the other thing. Okay. I believe that women should be able to gain knowledge in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
If it's going to help you in this world as a
Fine.
woman, fine. I don't really
Fine.
care what it costs. I
Fine.
don't think men should be able to use ChatGPT. I'm just saying it's for the
Yeah,
girls.
Brian.
ChatGPT, no, it's for the girls.
Yeah,
Martin,
Hudson.
get off
Get off
and go
ChatGPT.
to a library and
Yeah, you have to
figure
figure it
it
out in an
out.
encyclopedia.
No, you guys know I'm kidding, but I do
Bad
feel
business for encyclopedia, huh?
bad. But dude, Webster, dude, somebody check on Webster, Merriam-Webster.
Someone check on Miriam.
Someone literally check on
Ms.
Merriam. Also,
Webster.
yeah, Mrs. Webster, because I know you
Oh
were
my
born in
God.
probably the 1820s, but
Well, my out is
yes,
Love Island USA.
yeah.
Okay. Now here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Yep.
and I'm not blaming you because
Okay.
I wanted to watch it
Yeah.
and I
Don't blame
loved
me,
keeping up
please.
with it. But
Yeah.
I just this season was so bore.
Yeah.
The here's the thing. If again, spoiler alert, fast forward about 5 minutes, okay? If you have
Mm-hmm.
not watched the season finale, it's also all over social, so it's really not that big of a
Right. You
spoiler.
probably got it spoiled already.
The 7 minutes that Huda and Chris were on their date was the best piece of Love Island TV in the entire season. Like
I
that's like
agree.
honestly, you could have just shown me that and I would have gotten my fix. I would have been like, good, we're good, we're set.
Right.
Because that was such brilliant TV. If you guys obviously if you're still listening, you know what we're talking about when Huda and Chris were in the finale
Yeah.
and they were
They
on
had
their
their final
last
date.
they have their final date.
Mm-hmm.
And this they had already kind of gotten into an argument beforehand because she was like, roll over. I'm gonna count to 3. I was like, ugh.
So
And
insane.
insane. And then when they went into the date, it was so awkward because they absolutely were. They broke it off, and Hedda called it off. And then as they're literally arguing, the woman, the live entertainment.
She literally comes out like this.
And she's like, hi, in the
Moon
arms of the, or whatever she was singing.
River.
I
She was
mean,
singing Moon
Michaela.
River.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she was singing Moon River from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I can't, dude. The thing is like, how much were the producers like, and go, go,
Right.
go. This
They
is
were
gonna
like,
be
go,
great.
go,
Go,
go.
go, go.
Right. Right.
And now that was just, it was so awkward. I could not look away.
It was so
Um,
awkward. It
I
was
know that you were like,
awful.
oh my God, Chris didn't carry her. And you were like, what a dick. I don't think I'm the opposite. I'm like, good. Like he offered his hand. He doesn't need to carry you after you just broke up with him. Huda.
Right. Here's can I give just my takes real quick
Please,
on the
give your take on your
situation?
podcast.
Okay, thank you. Y'all mind if I talk? I have seen a lot of Huda sympathizers. Basically, all of them are under the age of 18, which isn't surprising. But I think that people worked those her fans worked so hard to keep her in there to get to the final four
Yeah.
couples. So to see that, I was like, is this what you guys all wanted for your girl? Is this
Right.
what you guys wanted for her to be up here and be embarrassed on national television and be like,
Right.
do you know what I mean? It was like, it was just like mortifying for her. And I was like, this is what y'all really wanted. It should have just been Shelly and Ace. And then this
I
probably
can't believe it
wouldn't have
wasn't Shelly and
been
Ace.
near this. Like it was just so. Did it provide good TV? Yeah. Did I feel kind of bad about like for both of them? Because I'm like, this is so awkward. And guys, I've watched every season of every single Love Island from UK to US to probably half
Never
of
seen something
Australia.
like
I just
this.
can't get through the Australian accent. Sometimes I'm just like, what are you guys even saying? Like, what an absolutely silly, goosey accent
Oh,
y'all
you
have.
know I love an
I know you
Australian
love you
accent.
love an
I
Australian
love
accent,
an
but I was
Australian
like,
accent.
and I was like, this has, and Martin and I looked at each other and we were like, this has never happened before in the history. I told you, you were like, has this ever happened? And I was like,
Breaking
this
up on the
has
final date.
not even close. Even if people don't like, even if they're not like a love match, they will fake it because they want to get like, make it not awkward. But these two,
There was no faking it. Literally, I was like, Chris, do you even I was like, do you even like, I don't even think it was like I didn't like her. It was like, do you hate her?
do you
Because
hate her? Do you hate
and then
her?
I don't like when she was like 1, 2. I'm like, girl,
No, to
come
count
on.
down to a grown man
Is
is
insane.
crazy.
And then to be
Yeah.
like, all right, like what'd she say? She was like,
She was like, I'm not going to talk to you tomorrow if you don't cuddle me.
yeah, well, she was like, all right, like you decided that. Like
Yeah.
you, like,
Right. Now,
whatever.
the not picking her up to walk back over the water, I didn't like because he picked her up to go to the date. And I think, okay, maybe you did that to be chivalrous and to be like, whatever. I think as a grown man to use that as like a retaliation is like petty to me, where I'm like, why don't you just be a grown up and like a gentleman and take her back? You know what I mean? It was just like a
Yeah.
moment of like, you can be the bigger person right now and like from human to human, have like a human to human moment of
Right.
taking care of a person. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I
But
was
like,
just like,
I understand what
girl,
you
get your
mean.
toesies wet.
I know, I get it.
Can I say I had the biggest ick because they did a shot of him walking away from the dinner table and he was
Mhm.
barefoot. Then they did a shot of him coming back and he was in water shoes. Did you
No
notice that?
way.
Kayla,
No,
he
I
was
didn't
in
notice that.
water shoes. Some water
No.
sneakers. Like
No,
those
not the
little
flippies.
little flippy water shoes. And I was like, "Oh my god." He probably was like, "I don't want to
That's
walk back." And they're like, "We'll give you some water shoes." Like that's crazy. The whole
How'd
thing
they
was
have water
crazy.
shoes on hand? Like, how did they have those on hand? You
I
know what I
don't well,
bet?
they set it
I
up that
know.
way.
No, I
What?
bet that the people who were putting the thing together were wearing water shoes.
Oh yeah, that
And
made
they probably
sense.
had them like a producer or like somebody that was
But
doing
he's
all the
so
setup.
tall. I'm like, "Would you have his size?" They do
Maybe.
stretch.
Maybe they do stretch a lot. Look at us
But
little
yeah,
detectives.
detectives.
Yes, I agree with you though. This
That's
season
my
of Love
out
Island
though.
was horrible. Yeah, no, it was so bad. I think that the producers have got to do a better job at deep diving the people that they have on I don't really understand how come they weren't able to find like the stuff about Yelisa when somebody was able to do it in a day. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, and
Right.
you guys are a multi-million-dollar show, and you guys couldn't dig this up, but some random person was able to within
Right.
24 hours. You guys have months to cast.
Right.
And then like everyone's like
Yeah.
questionable political affiliations. I'm like, why are you putting men in here who are like supporting like it's just I'm like with black women, what are you doing? Like don't
Yeah.
put them around these people who
I'm
clearly
sure the
don't, you know what I
casting got
mean?
fired. I'm sure the
They
casting
should
got
be.
fired.
And then also just like the different heart rate challenge of it all and then like the different way they did Casa.
Like,
Literally,
just keep it
Hunter,
the same. Just do the
let me
same
tell you, UK
thing.
has been a bomb. It has been aloe on a sunburn. It has been a bomb on a
Should have
rug
chose
burn. It has been
UK.
it's been my saving grace. Uh
Wow.
my I'm not even getting into this, but I do really think that if you are like needing that fix of Love Island, the UK season is so good for that.
Well, two of my friends submitted for season 8 Love Island.
Oh,
My best friend and my hairdresser.
really?
So my best friend, I'm not going to say her name,
Yeah, no, we don't want to say her
knows
name.
one of the producers for
Mhm.
US. I told her to submit and she was like, he submitted for me. So
That would
she officially
be,
submitted, and then my hairdresser also submitted, which I think
dude,
they both should be, honestly, like, I think those two should be bombshells.
1,000%.
Yeah.
A thousand
Come in
percent.
and just wreak
Yes.
havoc.
I would absolutely love to see that.
Hmm.
And yeah, no, we definitely need that. We need to spice it up, but in a good different way of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we said what needed to be said,
We
okay?
said what needed to be said. So here's the
We're
thing.
pissed.
I pissed. I went to Legoland and like I just have to say I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I really loved it. It was so much fun. I don't really know like much about Legos. Like there's like a
What's to
whole
know?
well, Michaela, what do you mean? There's a whole
Well,
like thing about it.
lore. Hmm,
There's
hmm.
lore. Michaela,
There's lore.
here's the
Hunter
thing.
drank the punch, you guys.
I was having okay, how you feel about Labubu's, I was having my like Labubu moment because they have at Legoland, they have these little Lego characters that
Mm.
you open and they're surprises. And
Yes,
dude,
that's a
the
blind
way it's
box.
like a blind box, and the
That is a
way that
blind
I
box.
kept buying them
No,
because I was
that's
so
it.
excited.
You get it.
But here's the thing, what's so cool about it is that you can trade them throughout the park. So if let's say one of the workers is wearing one, because they all wear them and they're wearing
Mhm.
one and you're like, "Oh, I really like that one," they have
Right.
to trade you. Or all of the stores have all different kinds of characters. You can go in and trade any single one.
I love
So like all
that.
day
That's
long,
so
dude, I
fun.
was the only one doing it. Hudson didn't trade any of them. I literally kept buying them and then trading them and being like, "Yee, I got the one." And I'd be like, "Oh, I want to find the one with like the big hair," and like it was
I love it. That's
so
so cool.
fun.
Dude, you get it then. You get the blind box obsession. That's the Sunny
Yes.
Angels of it all. That's the boo-boos. That's the crying again. That's like
Yes.
that's the thing.
It was
There
so
is
much fun and, like,
something
also to be able to
about that.
go in and, like, see one that you really want and trade it.
Yes. Yes. That's
Although
so
I did at one
cool.
point trade I had a gerbil one that, like, was, like, dressed as a gerbil, and it must have been, like, a really hard one to get because I traded it in Ninjago Land, and then literally, like, 3 people came up and they were like, "Oh my god, they have the gerbil, oh my god," and I was like, "Great." I just
Okay.
passed off a hot ticket item.
Dude, you
Anyways,
gotta research that shit, bro. You gotta
I
research
know.
that
Next
shit.
time.
Welcome
Um,
to the blind box obsession.
oh, it was so fun.
It would
So
have been a
here's the
slippery
thing.
slope.
I have like some notes I
Okay.
wrote down as the we went there for a couple days. It was so fun. Highly suggest Legoland New York. Our like hotel room had bunk beds and it
Oh,
was all like Lego themed. We stayed in like the king's quarters, and when we got in, they had a treasure hunt for the kids, which was like find how many keys are on the carpet or how many like swords are in the room, and then it unlocked a treasure chest with Legos for them to build in it, which is very cool.
dude, come on. That's so fun.
Magic. It like
I
it
think I would do it.
itched that like Disney scratch,
Right, 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 right,
you
right.
know.
Right, right.
Um Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
So I don't understand why, and I feel like this is very prevalent at like theme parks, playgrounds, whatever. I'm always having to just parent other people's kids. And now let me
Mhm.
explain, not in the way of like, oh, you know, I wouldn't do that or don't touch this, whatever. But in a way of like, okay, it's our turn now. Okay, we're going to take a turn now. Why am I
Yes.
parenting your kid? There
Yeah.
were many a time where let's say a kid was doing something and it was, for instance, putting this boat down the water stream and being the one to like skyrocket the boat out. Wouldn't let any other kid until, and every parent was just like okay with it. And I was like, it's our turn now. My
Mhm,
kid wants a
mhm.
turn.
I have seen you do this many times at different
And
places,
and I swear
at,
to God, I'm
like,
the only one.
aquariums, the play places, and you're just like, "Okay, it's our turn now," and then you can go after again, like, you have
Mhm.
to kind of step in.
I'm always
Is
the
it
only one.
Do you think it's because parents are burnt out and they're just like this, like, disassociating for a hot second?
Maybe,
You know what I mean?
maybe,
And, like,
m
you just happen to be there in that time when they're disassociating.
maybe. A parent hates to see me coming if their kid is not a sharer. I'll tell you
If
that
they
much.
wanna
I've been this
disassociate,
way.
they hate to see you come in.
They hate to see me coming because 'cause I'll literally go up and be like, "It's our turn now," and the kid's just, like, horrified at me. Horrified
I
because 'cause they're
think
like,
there needs to be a discussion about the fact that, like, it's kind of a bummer that we live in a world where, like, it's stranger danger because, like, we used to live in a world of, like, society and community when you were as a kid, you knew everyone in your community and they were all safe and they were all there to protect you. And
yeah.
so you could, like, have one of those people walk up to you and not be like, "Huh." Whereas, like, now, it's
Yeah, it's actually funny you mentioned that because
reasonably.
we read a book about that called having your oh yeah, I've talked about the book before where it's like it has different outcomes.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes,
So in
yes.
this book they explain having your like your safe people, right?
Okay,
And
yeah,
it's
right.
usually people, and in the book it, you know what it says? It says
What?
people that work at the place, so to mention they're wearing a shirt that maybe works at the place,
Okay, smart.
and mothers with kids.
Yes, love that.
Women with kids. It doesn't mention anything else.
Those are the only 2 people that I
Yeah.
would ever call for help
Yeah.
in any situation.
Yeah. Isn't that a
Well,
like like
it's so
yeah.
crazy because, like, this one guy I saw it was on Threads, and he was like, "I saw a girl getting assaulted, and I didn't do anything because women get mad when men step in for anything, and
Oh,
I could have
you're
been considered."
such a
And I was like,
warrior.
"Oh my god." And I was like, "Yeah, don't worry. We're not looking for your help. I'm looking around for another woman." I have never been in a
Absolutely.
situation where I've been like, "Where are the men?" And I'm not
Right.
trying to, like, man bash. I'm trying to say, like, the women are the ones that I
Are keeping an eye
know
out.
are keeping an eye. All of us do.
Yeah.
When you walk into a room, aren't you just like searching for threats? Why wouldn't I call for the other person who has searched the whole place for threats the second she walked in?
Right.
Men don't have to do that much, you know?
No. And here's the thing. Brian and I had like this running joke the entire weekend because there was this one guy we kept calling miserable dad. And miserable dad was literally so miserable. Like he
So miserable.
hated being there, dude.
Oh
I don't think
no.
he was giving Jay-Z on a what do you call it? Like
A
a
yacht?
wave surfer or
Oh
whatever.
wait.
You know, when he's
Okay.
just miserable.
Yeah.
Like he was giving that. Like everywhere we
Right.
saw him and we kept running into him, miserable. So miserable
Oh
dad
man.
was like, didn't know where his kids were. And the mom was just doing all the work. And this is another note that I have. It's like parents who just have no idea where their kids are.
Right.
Like and at one point, I could tell that she was so overwhelmed because we were sharing the elevator with her. And she was like, "Oh my God, Ollie, Ollie, where's Ollie?" She was like going out of the elevator.
Mhm.
And during this whole thing, he doesn't even say anything. He's just miserable, looking miserable. And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm holding Ollie,
The baby?
the
The
baby."
child?
So she had like a little one, like maybe 3, and then she had like a
Oh.
7-month-old. And she was going, "Ollie, Ollie, wait, 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 where's Ollie?" As the elevator was closing. He didn't even say like, "Babe, Ollie's in your hands." The entire time he was miserable.
Dude, that's checked out as fuck? And that's
Dude,
dangerous to me. That's dangerous, dad. That's
danger.
miserable/dangerous, dad, because, like,
Miserable dad was everywhere we turned to. Anytime he walked in the room, we were like, "There's miserable dad, like,
there he
looking
is,
miserable at
sucking the
Legoland."
energy out of the whole place.
So that was one thing where I was just like, parents who have no idea where their kids are is crazy, or just, like, what they're doing or
Especially at a theme
whatever.
park, right? You kinda gotta be
Yeah, I also think and this is another note I have, is that I think your kid has to be theme park ready. Like, I think
mm,
there has to be a theme park etiquette class
mm,
before you enter. I think that there should be a little handbook,
mhm,
right? You're gonna wait in line. You're not gonna have your kids, your, 13 kids file ahead of whoever is in front of you and
mm.
push through, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna clean your stuff up. You're
right.
going to be mindful of those with strollers.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be mindful, right?
It
I think
seems
there
like
has
this
to
is a
be a
handbook for
handbook.
parents. I feel like maybe the parents more need to be,
Yeah.
like, theme park ready because kids don't really know, right? Like,
Yeah,
they
no, I
kind of
don't I
are,
think
like,
it's a
waiting
parent
for
thing.
yeah, like, I'm like, "This let's hand the handbook to the parents," because sometimes I'm like, your kid's climbing up this thing, they don't know any better. Like, you need
Exactly.
to
They
get them
want to
down."
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't know really. They're pushing their boundaries. They don't really know what is like they're looking to you to give
Right.
them the boundaries of like, no, we don't climb the legs of the person in front of us. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Or
Or
we
like we
don't.
don't push a stroller into somebody's path of walk. You
Exactly. And
know?
I'm not saying sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm perfect," or not. Trust me, there were
No, of
times where
course
I
not.
literally was like, dude, the classic get over sure." Literally, we were
Yeah.
like, "We're gonna go home immediately. We're driving home now."
My favorite threat.
Dude, we're
We're
going
gonna
home
go home.
immediately. And the
We're
thing
gonna go home.
is, though, is like Brian will do it.
Right. And it works.
Dude, the other day, Brian was like, we're not gonna watch this. And like, if I'll be damned if we didn't watch it.
Right. Right.
um,
You gotta
and
follow through.
you have to follow through. That was how he
I
was raised too. He doesn't quite do it as often, but like if things get cuckoo.
Oh, I would be turning it around if my kid even was, like, actually being fine and I just wanted to go home.
Did
I'd be
they
like, "You
say
know, we're
no
going home."
once? I said we're
Just
going
like,
home. Dude,
"Wha
our mom loved I'm gonna turn the car around.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this car around. Alright, we're going home." And
Yeah,
then we'd be
fighting
like,
in the car is like a loaded gun.
"No!"
That's what our mom would always say.
What'd she say?
Fighting in the car is like a loaded gun.
Oh, yeah, fighting in the car
She was
is
like,
a
this is so
loaded gun.
dangerous.
Bro, that just unlocked something for
Dude,
me.
remember that
Yeah.
saying? Fighting in the
Dude,
car is like a
yes.
loaded gun. She'd be
Foot
like, this is so
fighting in the
dangerous.
car is
What?
like a loaded gun. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, like
And, like,
you're gonna make me.
she's not wrong.
She's not wrong,
It
dude.
kind of
Now that I'm
is,
a mom,
dude.
I'm like, it really is dangerous.
Yeah.
Or being like, mom, look. Okay, so I have two more things to talk about,
'Kay.
or three more things.
Okay.
I mean, we have the
No,
time.
you're fine.
So there was this one thing. It was called their like glider, basically, and
Mm.
um, it was what do you call it? Dude, the brain is working on zero when
That's
you're
okay, I'm here to
skiing and
help.
you take that little pod up. What's that called again?
Oh, like, is it
Like
the
a lift. A
like, it
lift.
pulls you up?
A lift. Like, you know how you go in those little pods and you're like, if you go skiing and you like take the lift up the hill to go skiing or
Oh, a
snowboarding and
gondola?
like a gondola.
Oh,
Gondola.
you meant, like, snow skiing. I thought you meant,
Yes.
like, water skiing. I was like,
No.
"What?"
So gondola.
Yes,
So
a gondola.
they have this gondola that takes you from
It's
like the
called a
bottom of
gondola.
gondola,
I'm
dude.
just kidding.
Absolutely the gondola
The gondola.
that takes you from like the bottom of the theme park back to the top because there's a lot of walking. It's on like a mountain. Like I think we did like pulled like 17,000 steps or something crazy.
Yeah.
So it takes you up. So Hudson was like, I'm not going to go on that. That looks so scary. I'm just not. He's my cautious baby.
Mm,
Ava was literally going on roller coasters left and right. She was standing on her tippy toes every time they did her height. And I was like, you are next level. So
yeah.
we had to really convince Hudson to go on this gondola because otherwise we were walking uphill about a mile and a half to get back to the top. So finally, he's like, okay, we'll do it. And I texted you during this
Yes, you
because,
did.
bro, it started going and we started going uphill. And then you just hear beep, beep, and it stops.
No.
I was like, and here's the thing when you're a parent, the thing that nobody prepares you for is having to stay so chill, even when
Yeah.
you are freaking out.
Right.
Because even in that moment, Brian and I, because now we're like up in the air, there's no, you can't, it's not getting out. We're far past the point where
Sure.
we can get off. We're looking down, we're hanging up. Brian's afraid of
Right.
heights. It's a whole thing, right?
Oh, yes, of
You have to play
course.
it so chill. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, no, this is part of it. We
Yeah.
sat there for a good 25 minutes
No, 25
in
minutes?
85-degree weather. And literally Hudson's like, "What's going on? What's going on? Why did it stop?" Like, asking all the questions. There's, like,
You're like,
people
"This is so
walking.
fun." Meanwhile, you guys are trying to
No,
like, "No,
literally,
isn't
Brian and
this
I were
so
kind of
exciting
freaking
and
out.
fun?" Like,
No,
absolutely
literally.
having a panic attack.
As
Oh
soon
my
as we
god.
got on, and then you see the people who are coming around with, like, ladders and, like, all the stuff to fix it, and I'm just like, "Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
Ambulances
my god."
underneath.
No, literally, Michaela, I was like, "Oh my god." Remember I was texting you? I
Yeah.
was like, I had to keep cool and calm, and I was like, "How lucky is this? Like, we get extra time. This is so lucky." Like, I'm sure people are so jealous
Just
that they
gaslighting the
don't have
kids.
gaslighting, dude.
Isn't that
And,
not
like,
just parenthood is just gaslighting kids until they're
absolutely,
like
dude.
until they're like 10 and they can figure it out.
Yeah, and of course, you're just like, "No, chill, here's some snacks, like, this is
Yeah,
so
it's
fun." Like,
fine.
"Hey, everyone," whatever, right?
You had to pay extra
So,
for this.
that was
Mhm.
fun, dude,
Yeah.
having to keep calm, and then finally it started going, and I was just like, "I gotta get home," and I almost shit my pants. Um, the last thing I wanna say is there was this moment where I thought it was really cute and cool of the mom to do this because this kid was I was up at the register buying stuff for s'mores, and there was something wrong with the register, and I just had to stay there for a while. Anyways, I was watching this whole thing go down with this mom and this kid who was buying this Lego set, and he was using his own money to buy it, and he had $100 bill,
Mhm,
and I think the Lego set was like $25 or something,
mhm,
and the girl behind the counter was like, "Do you wanna round up, a dollar to it goes to support, whatever the mission is that Legoland supports for, like,
mhm,
underprivileged kids," whatever. And the mom was so they just to give context, it's this Asian mom and Asian kid. They obviously English is not their first language.
oh, got it,
The
okay.
mom kind of understood what she was
Mhm,
saying, and then she relayed it to the kid and was like, "Well, I have to ask him first because it's not
mm.
my money. It's
Oh,
his
I like
money,
that.
and
Yeah,
he can decide that." And so it was really cool to see how she was parenting though, because she was like, this best telling him they're rounding something up to for underprivileged kids, or like it's going to go to kids, whatever. And the kid was maybe 7 or 8 years old, and it was so cute to watch him because it took him like 2 minutes to think about it. And he
right,
was like, you can tell that the mom has raised him to value the dollar because
right.
he was using his own money. He really thought about it. He was talking about it. He was like talking it through. He was like,
Mhm,
what is this going to go to? Like, he obviously values that dollar
right. He's
because,
like, "Can I see your 501(c)(3) forms?"
right, right, exactly.
We're
Like,
like,
most kids would be
"Jesus
like, sure, or
Christ."
they'd be like, no,
Yeah, or
whatever.
parents
Like,
would
I
be
don't.
like, "Yeah, sure, do it." Like, they wouldn't
Totally. And
even
she was
ask
like,
the
this is a
kid.
learning lesson. Like, it's your money. You decide.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
ended up saying yes, like all round up. But it
of
was just
course,
like
because all
so
children are born
sweet.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
It was just like
literally.
so sweet to
That's
watch.
really cool. I
I really
it's
liked that.
absolutely, and I think I don't know about other, Asian cultures, but I know that in Japan, they really foster a sense of, independence,
Mhm.
and there's actually a YouTube channel, I don't know if you've seen it, where they have
Oh my
little
god,
kids yeah,
yes.
go out and, like,
It's
do errands and stuff and,
yes,
like,
and they're
just
like
do, like
3 or 4 years old.
yeah, that's a huge thing, and that's actually I think it's a parenting style that is starting to come to, like, Western civilization, and parents are starting to be like, "Okay, can you run into Target and, like, get the chips that you want? I'll give you, like, the money."
Yeah.
can you run in and get it? And they just sit outside and the kid runs in, gets their chips and comes out.
My
And
gosh.
it's like a huge thing that's like, I've been seeing, because, I get fed parenting TikToks and reels
Which is
and
so
you
funny.
don't
Yeah.
at all. And I
I
send them to
never
you,
do.
which means I get them more. And
Right.
now I feel like I could easily parent a child at this point just because I feel like sometimes I'm just like, am I a parent? Like I
I know,
know
dude.
too much about all this, but I keep seeing those videos where parents are like giving their kids more independence.
Yeah.
And I think it is great. And I love this story. And it's such an example. There's so much to that story. It's like parental child. It's like respecting your kids'
Yeah.
autonomy,
And
giving
like
him the
respecting his
choice.
money too, because he wasn't even like the cashier had asked her the question and she had to find him and call him because she was like, let me ask him because this isn't my money.
I love that. I just think that
Yeah,
that's great.
I do too.
There's
I
some
was like,
things where a
wow.
parent needs to just always step in, obviously, but situations like that where an opportunity presents itself for your kid to have that moment
Yeah.
of uh of independence, I think those are so important. Like
Totally. And being
I'm
like, do you want to do
always
this? Like, is this something that
right.
you want to give to? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And she seemed like she was fine either way. She was like
Yeah.
trying to explain to him, like, it's for little kids that like don't have this, anyways. It was just like I went back after that and I told Brian, I was like, I loved what I just witnessed. I think that's so good. And I think I want to cultivate that. Like, I want
Yeah.
to bring that into my kids' life. Like, and I think that honestly, you can never start too young. Like, we even will tell Hudson, like, okay, listen, if you want to break your toy, that's fine, do
Mm,
it. But we're not going to buy another one and you'll have to save up then in your piggy bank because he's like a little piggy bank where we'll put quarters
right.
in and stuff like that. Or if he gets money for his birthday, we'll get it in cash form and put it in it. And we'll be like, that's fine. You can do it. It's your
Right.
toy. But then
Right.
you'll have to go into your piggy bank and see if you have enough to buy that again.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's
I love
like,
that.
I'm not going to buy it again if you break it. If you want to
Right.
be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
100%. It makes them at that point value things as well and
yeah. And
not think
I don't think
that
you can start too young with that.
no, not at all. It's so crazy. Like it's insane how much children are so capable. Like we
Yeah,
sometimes don't give them enough credit, I think, because they're so capable of so much and they figure shit out so fast. Like
completely.
truly. They
Completely. And
see
they
everything going
literally,
on like
dude, even with Ava, I'll tell her things and I'm like, I know, I'm like, oh, she's two. She's not going to understand this. And I'll talk to her and I'm like, she totally gets it. Like,
yeah.
we don't talk to our kids like, okay, like, yeah, we were like,
Yeah.
this is the plan. Do you
Right.
want to do this? Do you not want to? These are your options. Choose wisely or whatever.
Right.
And she totally gets it. Even at 2 years
Mm,
old, she gets it. And so
yeah.
I really truly believe that kids are so capable. They're so malleable. They're so like, they're just smarter than we give them credit for.
Absolutely.
Um, anyways,
They should be
yeah,
running the world,
they
I
really should be
think.
running
I
the
think
world.
toddlers should be in
Wait,
charge.
there is a,
Oh,
wait a minute,
wait.
there is a
There is a toddler in
toddler in
charge.
charge. Anyways,
Anyways.
anywho,
All right, guys.
guys, we love ya. Go check out our Patreon. We have a new episode dropping this Sunday.
Yep.
For $5 a month, you get 2 extra episodes a month. You get all of these episodes a day early, ad-free and video.
And
And
access to the chat,
it's
which is always
access to
popping.
the chat, which is popping off.
I've been doing it's popping, dude. The chat's popping. The Patreon's been popping. You guys are absolutely loving. We really appreciate like all the feedback and also like you guys interacting with our posts on there.
Popping off and popping
And
out.
popping off and popping out of our shirts. I also have been doing like a question of the week in the chat and hearing your guys' answers on that. It's been really fun. So
Yes.
yeah. All right,
Love
guys.
it.
Love you
We will
guys.
see y'all. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for listening. You can catch a new episode of Model Citizen every Thursday. And please don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss any of the action. We want to hear from you, so please leave a rating and review and follow us on socials for all the behind-the-scenes action at Hunter McGrady and Mikhail McGrady. And don't forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are capable of doing all wonderful things. Bye, guys.